Okay, hi. I'm Ellie. I'm from Ocean Spark Studios. I'm really excited to be here and to give you an insight into our studio and our journey. I'm going to tell you a little bit about who Ocean Spark is before I tell you about our journey. So we're a small indie development studio and we're based in Huddersfield. There's only 3 of us at the team at present, but we're all company directors as well as game developers. We've all got our own specialities, which makes us quite a diverse studio. So, as well as making our own in-house titles, we do a lot of work for hire to help people, to help the studio sustain, and we work a lot with other studios to help them bring their games and ideas to life. But we don't just make games. We are really passionate about inspiring the next generation of game developers, and showing girls in particular how exciting a career in games can be. This is why we set up the Ocean Spark Academy, so that we can offer experiences, workshops to anyone that might be interested in learning how to make games. But I'll go into this a little bit more, why we wanted to do this, but we see it as one of the most important parts of our studio. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and how I got into games. So here's me, gorgeous, 6 years old, in 1999. This is the year I fell in love with games. This is the year that I found Zelda, the Ocarina of Time for the N64. Oh my god, I loved it. It was like the best game. I thought it looked real. I'd just spend hours and hours running around on Epona. So shall we just take a look at what it actually looks like? So yeah, real. So Zelda was really the first video game that I ever played, and it really hooked me in, and I spent hours on it. But to me, it was just like this thing that existed. I didn't know where it had come from. I just thought it had come from like Asda when my mum would go and get it. So we fast forward a few years to me at secondary school, where art was really the only thing that I loved at school and looked forward to in the week. So I'd always had a passion from a young age for art, as you can tell from this masterpiece, but I never really saw it as a viable career. I just knew that it felt really, really natural to use my imagination and draw to create pieces of work. Art was really my only strength, yet the only career possibilities that I thought you could go into was either be an art teacher or an artist. There's nothing wrong with these jobs, I just didn't feel like it was for me. So skip on a couple more years, fully qualified drum teacher, and then I'm on a college course for hairdressing. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And it was literally by total chance that I got into games. So, imagine, it's a red hot day, sun's out, everyone's out there enjoying themselves, and where am I? I am in my cave on Skyrim, on my way to get Oriel's bow from the Forgotten Vale. And my friend Helen, the other director in Ocean Spark, she rings me up and says, "Can you please take me to my interview for college?" Being the good friend I am, I said no. No, but I did take her. So I was sat waiting for her to come out from her interview, just sat looking up on Reddit and everything. And then I got talking to the course leader, that was also a girl, which really quite surprised me. And she actually mentioned that the course was about using your skills in art for games, and I was like, oh my god, is this an actual thing? So she actually invited me to join the course. And after explaining how I'd spent all my morning on Skyrim, I instantly said yes. And this was the beginning of learning how to use my art skills for games. And I still rub it in that Helen spent like a month planning a portfolio, and I just walked on. So after finishing up at college, I went on to university, and being very excited about finding something that motivated me so much, I couldn't wait to learn more. So when me and Helen went into our first lesson, we realised that there wasn't really many girls on the course. I think there was only about another 2 girls, including me and Helen. So me and Helen then decided that it'd be a nice thing to try and promote girls to join, see the potential in games, because we knew it had taken just us to come across it by a happy accident. So 2 years into uni, we had to make a decision of what we wanted to do on our placement year. You could either go into industry, work for some studios like Sumo Digital or Bethesda, where you'd probably just be making spoons for Skyrim, or set up your own studio and start working on your own games, which is exactly what we did. So myself, Helen and Zach, we've fought incredibly hard on our placement year to try and make our studio a success. We're not millionaires yet, but we're very proud of how far we've come. And this brings me to today. So I'm proud to say that now I actually go to work and create art that I'm excited to see on the games we work on. This is just some of the work that I've been doing and I'm currently working on. I mainly concentrate on characters, as this is my favourite thing, because I like giving characters a personality and letting people become as attached to them as I do when I'm actually making them. With the outsourcing work we do, I've also become really passionate about environment art and design to make sure that environments we create give an experience and excite the player visually. And it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone working with other teams, and it's helped me grow as an artist and as a game developer in various ways. And this brings me to why I want to pass these skills on. So the Ocean Spark Academy is something we've really recently created. It's something that we decided to do based on our own experience because we've all had our struggles. But the main struggle we had was the lack of direction when we were younger. We felt we didn't really have any role models, and this is something we're really hoping to change, even if it's just on a small scale. So at the Academy, we offer workshops and seminars to schools and colleges and other institutes, and the main aim is to show younger generations the potential that exists within the industry. On a personal level, if I inspire literally one person in here to become interested in the industry that I love so much, I'd feel a great sense of achievement because I know what this industry has to offer. It's not just a job, it is a lifestyle and it will consume your life, but in such a good way. The people you meet and the experiences that you'll have within the industry, I can't imagine that you'd get in any other job. I really do love working in this industry, and I can't tell you the love I have for my job and how lucky I feel to be part of this amazing community. I just wish someone would have shown me sooner, or before I tried all these different things, although I do know how to do a perfect blunt cut and a blow dry. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on. If you've got any questions, I'll literally be that nervous person in the corner shaking after doing this talk. Thank you so much.